Good afternoon, Santosh sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible? Am I audible, sir? Okay.
You're audible, sir. Vishwajit, sir. Vishwajit, sir, you're not audible.
Am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Can I start now?
Yes, sir.
Or can I
You
wait
can
for
start.
because I can see only two students they have
Yeah,
joined.
you can start, sir. No issue.
Okay. I'm starting then. Yeah, good afternoon. I can see students Denmark, Eddie, and Naduo, Rike, Imelda. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure, we can hear you, sir.
Yes. So today we are here to discuss for TS-2 module, right? So we'll start with the content of profile, TS-2 module in Unit 1. We have a profiling foreign tourist, and then we have some other unit also, Unit 1, 2, 3, and 4, right? So can anyone tell me what is the content of TS-2? So we are going to discuss about TS-2. Can anyone tell me so what we learn from TS-2 is tourism development, product, operations, and few case study, right? So I hope you have a very pretty knowledge. I mean, good knowledge about tourism. Can anyone tell me what do you understand by tourism? See, before I start taking, giving a lecture on this, component, I would like to discuss with you that, my when I'm taking a class, it's not like that I'm taking a class, a very stereotype or monotype class I'm taking. Okay, I have my own, special way to conduct the class, and I try to conduct the class in such a way so that you will remember those lecture. Okay, now thing is that how could you remember that lecture when I'm delivering my lecture? So is it possible that you remember 100% of my lecture? As a lecture contact hours of 2 hours, so 2 hours whatever things we'll discuss, do you think that we can remember everything? Denmark, Zamzami, Imelda. So it should be a both side communication, right? It's not like that I'll deliver, you will listen, or you will not respond. So can you am I audible though? Denmark, Imelda,
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
Imelda. Zamzami?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
The thing is that, okay,
Yes, we can hear you, sir. You're audible enough.
that's great, that's great, that's great. The thing is that when we connect those topic, okay, with some example, that means that one we consider as a no, experiential learning, then only we will remember that lecture. So somehow, whatever the topic I'm going to deliver, that things you need to relate in your core operational area, or maybe you can relate in your day-to-day life. So we'll discuss topic, and then uh, we try to give some examples. Okay, and I'll deliver that lecture, and this is your duty to relate that lecture with an appropriate examples. It can be your day-to-day life examples, or maybe it's industry examples you can give, right? So in TS2, we will discuss about tourism development, it may be tourism product, or some other aspect we will discuss. What is tourism? Can anyone explain in your own word what is tourism? Can anyone explain? Because whatever things we will discuss, everything will be related with tourism, right? So it can be a product, it can be facilities, it can be a services, whatever things. So at the end of topic, we will relate, we will map that things with tourism. So first we need to understand about what is tourism. Can anyone explain in your own way? It's not like that stereotype bookish definition you need to give. Whatever the knowledge you have about tourism, so you can share that knowledge. What is tourism? Anyone? Yes, Eddie, tell.
Yes, good morning, everyone. So,
Yeah.
basically, from my understanding and from my point of view, tourism is basically the tendency of you uh, try to leave your usual place and go to a different place. This might be based on what you have heard from other people. Uh, Now you wanted to explore, you wanted to experience what you have been seeing or what you have heard from other people. That is basically what uh, I understand about tourism. Leaving your usual place, going to a particular place, maybe for adventure,
Yeah.
based on what you have heard or what you have seen in the shows.
That's pretty fine. That living to your place and like to go to another place, like to explore a new place, and must be there some reason. So why from suppose you're staying in Africa, and would like to go to Brazil, or maybe you like to go to UK. So why you like to go to UK from Africa? There must be some reason. Reason is it can be a official work, it can be a educational tool, it can be uh, sports, it can be a research work, it can be you're representing your country, it can be adventure tourism, blah blah blah. So that's good. So so you understand, yeah. uh, about what is tourism. Imelda, you like to add some points on that? What is the meaning of tourism? why I like to emphasize on those things, because that those things is a key word, right? We need to understand tourism, who is the tourist, and domestic tourist, international tourist, the profile of tourist, blah blah blah. So if the concept is not clear, the base concept is not clear, we are not going to understand the later phase. That is why I'm asking about what is what what is your understanding about tourism? Emilda, can you share your thought?
Yes. Good afternoon, everyone. I would not. I won't deprive much from Denmark. What is just said. It is an activity by individuals or people to go to unusual places for adventure, for leisure, for study. I've just mentioned. Yeah, in where to get something new or gain. So to me, that's how tourism is. Depending on the view of the tourist, it is them adventuring, getting to know new places, also studying, exploring. And to the government, it is more of getting resources. You know, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. uh Abdullahi, Zamzami. See, my motto is to I need to involve each and every member, each and every students, right? So see, uh, please don't consider I'm your teacher or something like that. But I'm here to share my knowledge with you guys. Maybe I know 5% or 10% more than you. So here, don't consider this one is a very so-called a boring lecture class. Here, we will discuss our own concept. If maybe you are not right, so I'll rectify you. And that's it. So it's kind of both side interaction. So I always believe in this concept. So that, and this is a very 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 good concept to learn something new. Anyway, so you all know, your concept is quite clear about tourism, right? So now just tell me, it's a kind of a storytelling session. What is your thinking level before COVID and after COVID? Because see, this tourism sector is a huge sector, and under this tourism sector, we have service industry. In service industry, we consider hotel, a motel, botel, rotel, different types of accommodation. Okay, food joint, then banquets, bar, pub, discotheque, whatever. So that things comes under that tourism. So we consider that one is also a tourism product, right? So what do you think that the market, the scenario of tourism before COVID and after COVID, is it okay in perspective of tourism and tourist point of view? Now, this is we have just now we have discussed about tourism. So I hope that you guys will have a clear cut idea about tourism and what tourism can deliver in in a particular country. So definitely, tourism is a second largest revenue generating sector. First one is IT. For through tourism, we can generate a huge number of revenue. But my question is that, did you observe that the scenario of tourism before COVID and after COVID? Is it same, or we need to change something in case of promoting tourism after COVID? What do you think? Because that one is directly related with block one, to understand tourist, right? And definitely to understand tourist and host. Why I'm telling you need to understand about tourists, need to understand about host, because uh, any idea about hospitality? What is the meaning of hospitality? Can anyone tell me hospitality? Can can anyone elaborate that word hospitality? Denmark, Zamzami, are you with me?
Yes, we are with you. So.
Yes, Eddie. Yes, yes. Okay, okay. I think that we have some barrier, right? Barrier means maybe you don't know me, or maybe I don't know you. I just know your name, and that's all. First of all, we need to break the ice, right? I hope you understand that we need to break the ice. So, first of all, you three, you just turn on your camera. I'm also turning on my camera, and then I'm introducing myself, right? I am introducing myself. Okay. Uh, just a minute.
Just a minute.
Yeah. And then I'm introducing myself so that you know me. Okay. And I know you also. Can we start? Please switch on your camera. That's fine. Emilda, Eddie, Denmark, and Zamzami, turn on your camera. That's great, Zamzami. Denmark, that's all for a sec. We are going to start. That's great. Denmark. Is it morning, Denmark? You're sleeping.
Uh, just still on bed. It's not. Yeah, it's just still. It is actually not 12.
Okay, okay. Anyway, we'll start. See, my name is Bishwajit Das. I'm the HOD for Hospitality and Hotel Administration, GIS University. Uh, I have more than 18 years academic experience and 3 years in industry experience. I work with several hotels and tourism sector, and my hobbies are cycling, playing cricket, photography, and reading storybook. It's all about myself, and you three, you just give your brief introduction and mention your hobbies. All right? Who will start? Who will start?
Well, let me start.
Okay, that's great. Mhm.
My name's Anhuchile Imelda. Currently doing a business management diploma course at Makerere University, Uganda. My hobbies are I love music, listening to nice music, gospel, country, then yeah, quiet places. Yeah,
That's great. That's great. Hmm.
yeah. At the moment, let's just stop here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Zamzami. Yes, great, Zamzami.
Okay, I hope you are well. My name is Benjamin Abdullahi from
Hmm.
Nigeria. I study my best diploma in Kano State Polytechnic, and my hobbies where I want to be a businessman, like a traveling agent. This is my hobby.
Okay, what you said? What is your hobby?
I want to be a businessman, like a traveler agent.
Okay, that's great. That's great. Denmark.
Yeah. Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, audible.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. My name's actually Denmark Eddie. I'm from South Sudan, currently in Uganda. I'm also a student in engineering on a mission to leverage online government services in South Sudan. Though also I'm enrolled in this course of tourism. It is just I wanted to learn more in the tourism sector also. Currently, I'm in Uganda. I'm in Uganda right now, uh, because South Sudan, it has a bit low connectivity network. That's why I came this side. That's why I'm accessing internet. So that is what about me. I can say the hobbies, coding, playing with my playing with my laptop. That's actually what I do most of the time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Eddie.
Mm.
Now it's up to you whether you like to switch on your camera or not. Okay, no, no restrictions. If you're comfortable, turn off your camera. You can turn off. If you're comfortable with turn on your camera, you can. Right now, so we are talking about tourism. Right now, tourism and hospitality is correlated, right? See, before we start, I'm telling you that we have 8 module in TS-2, right? And we have 7 days. We have only 7 days. So every day we will cover one module. In first module, we have 4 unit. So definitely we have got 2 hours, and within 2 hours, we try to cover those things. So I'll try to imbibe the concept of those unit. If you don't understand, please stop me. We will discuss further. And your duty would be to add few examples with the topic so that we will remember those things throughout your life. At that time, maybe you don't require any handout or any book to know the concept of those things. Okay, so first we have already discussed about what we have already discussed about tourism. Now, tourism and hospitality is correlated. How come? How come? Is it correlated? Is there any relationship between tourism and hospitality? What do you think? Hmm?
Yes, they are correlated.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Given that one walks in hand with the other, hospitality is what should I? Which one is the right one? It's the way of how tourism. Should I say the backbone of tourism? Because it's through the hospitality
Right.
that
Mm-hmm.
you receive you receive the tourists and all that. Anyway, carry on.
Mm-hmm. 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 That's great. Okay, you whatever word you have taken, that one is the right word. Hospitality is the backbone of tourism. Now, you three, you just think about yourself. You three just think about yourself. You are a tourist. You know who is a tourist? A person who is moving from one place to another for a specific period, for a specific reason, is known as tourist. Okay? Now, if you three, you're thinking that you are a tourist, son, what is your expectation? You just tell me. Whatever the module, whatever the content we will discuss, that things we will discuss for the benefit of the tourist. We will discuss for the benefit of the tourist. Now you just think, you three, you are the tourist. And sorry, I am from India. You know India? Hmm? You have heard about India?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
Okay, okay. So I am from India. So now you just think that being a tourist, you have planned, you three, you have planned to come in India and you try to explore India. So what is your expectation? Expectation may be anything. It can be like accommodation, it can be culture, it can be a religion, it can be a food, it can be facilities, it can be other facilities, etc. etc. Right? Now, first of all, if you like to come in India, you all are thinking about the accommodation. So, who will provide you accommodation? Who will provide you accommodation? Indian government, definitely they are not going to provide you accommodation. So, hotel will provide you accommodation. Am I right or wrong? So, who will provide you accommodation? Hotel, though. You will get accommodation from hotel, right? Okay. So, definitely you expect that hotel will provide you good hygiene accommodation. Now it's up to you, a guest, how much they can spend to avail that accommodation. Now we will categorize. Now we will categorize. Suppose I can spend £50 per day, £100 per day, £500 per day, £1,000 per day for a single room. So it categorize. Star category, 3 star, 4-star hotel, 4-star D, 5-star hotel, 5-star D, 7-star hotel. Definitely, the service is not same in 5-star hotel and a 4-star hotel, and definitely the price is not same in 4-star and 5-star hotel. So if you want more, if you want a very very good service, definitely you have to spend that much of money so that you can avail from 3-star to 4-star, from 4-star to 5-star, from 5-star to 7-star D. That things will comes under accommodation. Now you're thinking about food also. Food. So food, who will provide food? Again, it's hotel. They will provide you food, right? They will provide you food. Now, what type of food they will provide is depend on your taste bud. You have your own food taste bud. You have your own likings also. So you can tell that things to the chef that I want so and so preparation. In such a way, you will prepare that so that that things will not hamper my entire system. So you have given us clear-cut instruction. To whom? To a chef. So that things will look after by hotel only. So that is the two major things. One is accommodation and another one is fooding. It's correlated because see, if you're coming from Africa to India and your stay is not good, that AC is not working, even that room service guys, they are not very prompt, accommodation operation staff, they are not very friendly, so your stay is not very good at that point of time. Or maybe whatever the food you have ordered, they have prepared the same food but the taste is not same, like in Uganda, like in Sudan also. The food, whatever food you are getting over there, the same food order you have given in your hotel, but they have not prepared that food. The taste is not same. So definitely you will mind. Definitely your stay over there at that time will not very good. Suppose you have asked for a like a cappuccino or mochaccino or any type of coffee, and they have served a different coffee. Your expectation and whatever things they have served is not matching. So you have some sort of a grievance. You are not happy during your stay in India. So that things comes under hospitality. And rightly said, Emilda, that tourism and hospitality is the backbone of tourism. I'll come next. I'll come where I'll explain those things, uh, elaborately. Okay. So any question you have, please write it down in your scribbling pad or in your copy, and anytime you can ask that question. I am not your teacher. Again, I'm telling you, I am not your teacher. Whatever knowledge I have, I'm sharing with I'm sharing with you. That's it. Maybe that knowledge content is 10% I know, that's why I'm sharing. You also know. You can share your knowledge also. It's a exchange, class where I am sharing my expertise, and I am expecting that you also will be sharing your own experience. Right? Okay? Good to go? Okay. We'll start with profiling foreign tourist. Now, if I'll ask one question, why you are doing this tourism course? Why you are doing this tourism course? Maybe in future we'll start your own business. Uh-huh. Is it? Maybe in future you'll start your own business. Hmm? That is why you are doing your tourism course. Zamzami, Eddie, Emilda.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you like to start your own business, tourism business.
Uh, Not really. I cannot say business. The reason to that's why I chose this course doing tourism. There are also some. I'm seeing it from the perspective point of where I came from. The tourist sector is not. The tourism sector is not yet improved, and I wanted to solve at least a problem in tourism sector. Uh, particularly in my country, because uh, I just came to realize that tourism is actually one of the sectors in the country that generate income. And if I look at my country, the tourist sector is very poor. We have national parks. We have we have we have actually places that can be visited by people. But how can we bring it into life and say, let it be the destination of some people? That's why I chose this course. At least the skills that I will gain from here will make me understand tourism and also go and implement it. So this is basically why I'm learning. I need to learn these skills of tourism.
That's great. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm going to give you some example later on. Zamzami and Milda, reason is same, or you like to start your own startup business after this course?
Okay, sir. Apart of me, exactly really I want to implement my business. I want to expand because of already I'm very I want to part of my business this course
Okay, okay, that's great.
traveling.
Mhm.
I want to expand because of the knowledge that I get from here from the talented teachers like you, sir,
Mhm.
can help me to improve my
And what
business.
about you, Milda?
I joined tourism course because I want to learn more, acquire more knowledge about tourism. Yeah, like Muslims say that inshallah, maybe. But mostly it's to get knowledge.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. Uh, Eddie, yeah, whatever things you said, that one is perfectly relevant point. See, if we consider France, if we consider Italy, if we consider Switzerland, if we consider UK, if we consider USA, they have some specific tourist destination, and all over the, I mean, throughout the year, in a specific span of time, different types of tourists they are coming over there. It can be like domestic tourists, it can be international tourists. A huge number of tourists they are coming on that particular place, right? So all over the world, people they know that place. It can be a religious prospect. It can be a very other aspect also. They are very famous. Now I'm telling you, in India we have few destination. In India, if you divide east, west, north, and south, everywhere you will get a particular destination. You have heard about Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal, no? Okay. uh, Goa. Then see different destination. In a particular Kashmir. You know Kashmir? No, Kashmir. So you just Google it.
I heard of the Kashmir region. I heard of it. Wow.
Right, right. So not only domestic tourists they are coming on that places to explore, but also the international tourists, the foreign tourists they are also coming. Now, thing is that when tourists they are coming, so there's a scope of business, right? And if there's a scope of business, definitely you can generate revenue. So definitely, government will be benefited through tourism. But the thing is that we need to promote that tourism. It's not like that you have a particular good place in your country, and you are thinking that guests, I mean, the tourists will explore that place. It's not well known all over the world. This is your duty, okay, to promote that specific place, so that each and every people, they know about that area. They have a particular curiosity to visit that place, to see that place. Andaman and Nicobar Island in India. So India and in Rajasthan, desert. So so those, you know people like to visit. Yes, Zamzami, you like to tell anything? I think he has left. Something happened with Zamzami. Anyway, so that specific country government, they need to take initiative to promote tourism. And to promote tourism, few things we need to develop. Number one, transportation, transportation, accommodation, services, international, chain. Those things we need to promote. Then only tourists will come. It's not like that. Any specific area, Eddie? Do you think that that one is very good for the tourist in your country?
Come again?
Do you think that any place you can consider that one is a good tourist place? People can come over here all over the world.
Uh, Basically, not every place. That those are, I cannot say every place is for tourists. There are those places which can be for tourists, and people will hear them internationally based on actually what happened there. Maybe there are some historical maybe things that happened there. Then it becomes like an international. People will, something can be created there and say this is where maybe ABCD started from, and it become a tourist place, but not just any place and say this is a tourist.
Okay, I'll just give you one example. In Japan, cherry blossom festival. You know, in Japan, cherry blossom. Cherry is a flower. Cherry blossom
Mm.
during winter. And in India, there's a place known as Meghalaya. Okay, they conduct a cherry blossom festival, right? So that festival will catch the tourist. If you Google that one, okay, you'll find in Japan in that specific time, cherry blossom festival is going on. Or maybe in Nagaland, there's a hornbill festival. Hornbill is a name, specific bird name. Okay, it's famous in that particular area in Nagaland. So you need to promote your place in such a way you can attract as a sole destination, or maybe your cuisine will attract your guest. Cuisine means your local food. Suppose you're thinking to promote a specific area in your country. Okay, so they have their own food habit, they have their own cuisine, right? So now you know how many cuisine you know. We have a continental, we have a Thai, we have a Lebanese, we have a Chinese, Oriental, a different cuisine. And nowadays, different cuisine, they are very famous for the guests and for the tourists also. They are exploring, they are hopping from one place to another. What is the reason? Just for food, you know? Can you believe? They are hopping from one country to another country just for a new variety of food, local food, tribal food, traditional food. So food is a an aspect. Through food, you can attract your tourist activities. Previously I have mentioned that through different activities you can attract your guest. you can attract your tourists. Even nowadays, you have heard about sports tourism. Sports tourism, hmm adventure tourism, like scuba diving, paragliding, then bungee jumping, snorkeling. We consider that one is a adventure tourism. So that those sports will attract that your guest, your tourist. They will set. Okay, this time I'll go to Europe. This time I'll go to Uganda. This time I'll go to Russia. This time I'll go to Switzerland. Why? Climatic condition, culture, macroclimate, microclimate, economic culture, food habit, religion, people, culture, everything will attract them. But the thing is that if there's a disturbance, suppose that area is an affected area, some disturbance, no, political disturbance, some other disturbance, so definitely guests will not consider that place because first of all, a tourist will select a place as for what leisure activities. Education tour also nowadays I can share education tour. Any idea about education too, Imelda? What do you understand by education too?
Education tool or education tourism.
Hmm.
I think it's more of getting to know how different continent or culture acquire the education.
Hmm.
The the others, okay, if it's more of like tourism, would come to Africa to see how, for example, in Uganda, we acquire education. Could be through the similar British colonial system, but then how you go through it. Is it writing down? It's a different way of acquiring education.
Hmm.
Hopefully, I'm on the track.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're very much on the track. Now, one thing is that suppose you're staying in Adelaide, right? In Australia, there's a place known as Adelaide, and like to go to Sydney for your higher study. From Adelaide to Sydney, you're traveling from Adelaide to Sydney, right? Your purpose is to higher study. So you have taken admission in Sydney for your masters. Nothing is that you're doing your masters course in Sydney, and you're exploring Sydney also during weekends or whatever. That is also considered as a educational tour, right? Understood? Yeah. Now the thing is that now we have food tourism also. Same way, adventure tourism. We have a medical tourism also. Medical tourism. Suppose I'm giving you a very 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 pertinent example. Nowadays, if we'll go for a RCT, what is the meaning of RCT? Is root canal treatment. In case of a tooth, suppose there's a decay in tooth, you know so we need to extract that tooth, or maybe we need to do some sort of a treatment with that particular dental implant or something like that. Okay, the procedure is known as root canal treatment. Now for a single tooth in European country, it will take more than $100, $1,000 or something like that. It's pretty costly, right? Now the thing is that if you go to subcontinent or tropical country like India, where you'll do this type of RCT, in a very pretty cheap price, within you know within 50 or $60, you can go for our city. 1,000, where is 50 or 60? Or maybe there's some neuro treatment. Neuro treatment, about brain, something happened with brain. And if you're staying in country like Europe, Italy, France, whatever, the treatment cost is really very high. If you admitted in a hospital for one month, it will take more than 5,000 to $6,000. It's pretty high. So country like India or country like Sri Lanka, you can avail that same treatment within a very 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 negligible amount. Okay. So your motto is, you're traveling from France to India. You're traveling from France to India. What is your purpose? Treatment is your purpose. Treatment is your purpose. Now you have done your treatment, and now you're exploring India for another few 15 days or 1 month. That is known as medical tourism. Understood? Hmm? Now, you are quite grown up, like the students. So I hope that all of you have crossed 18 years. Yeah, 18 years. Hmm? So we have in all over the world, we have sex tourism also. You know, Eddie, sex tourism. So a lot of people, they are coming to Thailand, or maybe in Las Vegas also. Okay, there's some specific purpose. They have a good amount of money they can spend. So that is also attract the tourist. So different category level of tourists are there. Now we'll start with the first block one unit. That one is a profile of a foreign tourist. Okay, so we need to know who is your foreign tourist. Okay, why they like to travel in your country. Okay, their profile, etc., etc. The specific characteristics usually analyzed in profiling of tourists include the following. You can note it down. Number one is place of residence. Suppose uh, uh, a foreign tourist, they're coming from UK. Okay, I need to do the profiling of that tourist. So number one is place of residence. That a tourist, the place of his or her resident. Next one is age and sex. Age and sex. Next one is educational status, whether he or she has done intermediate, or have PG or UG or masters or PhD or research scholars, something like that. Economic activity status, their occupation, purpose, and frequency of visit, right? Those things we need to know about when we'll do profiling of a foreign tourist, right? Now, in case of economical status activities, whether they are employed or unemployed, we need to know. Okay, non-economically activities, whether they are students, whether they are the homemakers, whether they are the income recipient, etc., etc. We need to know, right? So that is the profile of a foreign tourist. Now, purpose of visit. It can be a holiday and sightseeing, or I have already explained you that a tourist will like to visit in a particular country or in a particular spot. Purpose. It can be educational purpose. It can be a cuisine purpose. It can be a a sports purpose, it can be a medical purpose, it can be a adventure tourism purpose, etc., etc. That is the purpose of a visit. And frequency of visit. What do you mean by what do you understand by frequency of visit? Can anyone tell me the meaning of frequency of visit? Suppose you like to do your higher studies in France, okay, and there is a visa that they will mention that twice in a year you can visit your country, and then you can come back to France also. That you are a student, so in a year 2 times is okay. But if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a businessman, there's a multiple visit. You require permission for the multiple visit, right? So that is a requirement. Now, acha, one more thing is that you have your IGNU component, study material or handout. Eddie, Imelda, study
Uh,
material handout.
Currently, like the one we have is for actually the one Madam taught us, which is introduction to tourism. That is the right now. That's the only resource we have.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, you just share you just share your email ID, right? You too.
Okay.
I'll just mail those no component so that once my lecture will be over, you just go through that. It's a e-content. You can download it and you can save in your desktop or no laptop also. Later on, you just go through it. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that's all about that first unit. So we'll proceed to a second unit, and second unit will be discuss about domestic tourist profile. Now, you just tell me, uh, is there any difference between a domestic tourist and a foreigner tourist? Is there any difference? Domestic tourist and a foreigner tourist.
Yes. Yes. There is actually a difference between the domestic tourists and the foreign tourists. So
Mhm.
domestic tourists, that is the kind of tourism that is only circulating within that particular country, either being regions in one country. Then the foreign tourism is actually including the, let me say, the international, international, actually, let me say, international kind of a visit. People comes from different countries. People goes to different countries. That's the foreign tourism. Then the domestic is within that particular country. Either maybe, for instance, right now, I'm in Uganda, and maybe there is a place to be visited, maybe Jinja within Uganda. I think I will treat that one as a domestic tourist because the place is in Uganda and I'm in Uganda, but I visited it. That is only for people who are within. So, and foreigners are the one who who comes from other countries to Uganda and also go and visit places. So I think that is the difference I can tell
Mhm,
between the
mhm,
foreign
mhm.
and the
Yeah, yeah,
domestic
that's
tourism.
true. Pretty clear concept you have, Eddie. Imelda, any concept you like to incorporate in between domestic tourists and international tourists or foreign tourists?
It's what Denmark has just mentioned. Domestic, it is you now going to visit the sites you know in India. You welcome visit like you've heard or grew up knowing, and you go for visitation. That means that even the amount of entrance, let's say a park, would be in your in rupees. That's the money. And foreign is I coming to India to visit the sites I've heard of, and to the amount I'm paying to enter a park would be charged, could be also in dollars. I would be charged further than a nationality.
Yeah, yeah. So more or less, you understood about domestic and international tourist, right? Now we'll discuss about that profile of our domestic tourist. The importance of domestic tourism has been recognized in relation to the country's development. Right, definitely. If you like to emphasize on international tourists, definitely at that point of time you are doing injustice for your domestic tourists. So first, we need to create a great or good awareness with domestic tourists. Then only you will get international tourists. So you need to know about their profile first. Domestic tourist movement are maximum during summer vacations followed by winter vacation. Why? Why? Domestic tourist movement are maximum during summer vacation followed by winter vacation or maybe in festival holidays also. Why? Why? Because see, domestic, they are staying nearby. They have their family and the sibling or maybe that son or daughters, they are in school or in college, right? So they will be getting school winter vacation or school summer vacation, right? So their ward are getting holiday during winter vacation and summer vacation. So they will merge their holiday with their world holiday and they will go to a particular specific area. So that is why domestic tourist movement are maximum during winter or summer vacation. The leave travel concession, LTC, leave travel concessions given by a specific country government, right? To okay, employees is a big incentive in promoting domestic tourism. You have any idea about LTC? Anyone? Leave travel concession. So you're working under any government sector, and if you are a permanent staff, you'll be getting LTC. L for leave, T for travel, and C for concession. So whatever the expenditure, okay, a particular huge amount of money given by the government. Suppose you have gone for a vacation in a domestic area, and with a kid and your wife, it will take $2,000, right? So government will pay at least 45 to 50% of that expenditure, considering if you can place proper ticket, proper evidence, and proper proof. So that is a benefit from which side? There's a benefit from government side. Okay, who will avail this benefit? Domestic tourists will avail this benefit. The bulk of the rural and small town population is not involved in leisure tourism. Definitely, in case of a bulk of rural or small town population, they are not involved with this type of leisure tourism because they don't have that much of money. Money is a matter. If they have a money, they can spend, but they don't have that much of money, so that's why they will not go for that one. The amount of travel among the rich and upper middle class is much more. Taking a holiday to far off places is fast becoming a fashion. So definitely, if you have money, then only you will think about your leisure activities. But you don't have money, or maybe you have very limited money, and that money you have spent for your basic requirement to buy a food, to buy a shelter, to buy a cloth. So you will not think about your leisure activities because you don't have that much of surplus money to spend for your tourism activities. Okay. So that is the region, state level, then some other level also. What is the percentage of tourism they are coming, and what type of facilities they are getting, how much money they are spending, everything we need to know. Because see, I have mentioned that a particular specific country, they are generating revenue through tourism. What does it mean? Tourists, they are coming, they're spending money for accommodation, they're spending money for food, they're spending money for other services. Okay. And that specific country will generate huge number of revenue. Okay. So definitely state level and whatever. The here also, like previous one, like foreign tourists, here also age, purpose and frequency we need to know. I mean, suppose in 2020, 23, 24, a foreign guest, they are visited in Delhi to see Taj Mahal, Agra, sorry, to see Taj Mahal is 1 lakh, right? And but domestic, tourists, they have visited Agra, and the numbers is maybe 2 lakhs. So this is the like frequency we need to know. Now, next we will discuss about guest host relationship. Before we start, let me know uh, what you understand about guest and host. Who is the guest and who is the host? Tell. Am I audible though?
Well, if you're coming to Uganda, we are the host and you're the guest. If I'm coming
Absolutely
there,
right. Mhm.
yeah, I'll be the guest and you be the host.
Yes. So now we will discuss about what? Now we'll discuss guest and host relationship, and that one depend whether you stay in a specific region or country is good or bad, right? Now objective is to understand the relevance of guest host relationship in tourism, know the different situation in this regard, and learn about the tension area. What do you mean by tension area? What do you mean by tension area? Can anyone tell me? What do you mean by
Uh,
tension area?
Tension area is the 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 pros that you're not supposed
Hmm.
to what you're like, your boundaries where you're supposed to stop.
Hmm.
I think so because it's a very sensitive uh, area, something like that.
Okay, okay. Can you tell me that why conflict will arise? What do you mean by conflict? What do you mean by conflict?
Conflict is it's basically a misunderstanding.
Yeah.
It's through a misunderstanding that one miscommunication or misunderstanding that happens between two or more people.
Yes. And that conflict will trigger tension in between host and guest. Suppose no guests, they are expecting that definitely host will make a good tasty food, right? But actually, that food is not very tasty. So there's a conflict. There's a conflict, and the guest is not happy in terms of quality of food, or maybe guests they are not happy in terms of uh, condition of room, or guests they are not happy in terms of other services also. So definitely when there is a clash, when there is a clash in between guest and a host, okay, if they are providing something and you don't like that things, so the conflict will arise, and definitely your tension will arise. So we need to point out those the tension area, and try to minimize those areas, so that you can, as a host, you can provide a flawless service for your guest. If your guest, listen, if your guest is happy, okay, then only they will tell that things to other guests, to other relative, to other friend, that hospitality in India or hospitality in UK is fantabulous. You can go over there, hotel, they are very decent, and they are not overcharge anything. So it's a worth it place. Okay, so that is why we need to know about guest and host relationship. Okay, and definitely some social and cultural points also we need to explain that things in terms of guest and host relationship, the importance and extent to which the tourist want to remain within his tourist bubble, the extent to which local youth can earn easy money. See, suppose you are promoting a specific area, you are promoting a specific area. So do you think that demographic condition or economic condition of that area would be changed? Yeah, definitely that things will change, because the local people, local people, they have a different source of income. They are selling food, maybe local food, they are selling local food, they are selling souvenir also, they are selling some other things also, right? So, and selling those things, they are earning money. Selling those things, they are making money, right? Maybe as a tour operator, as a tour guide, as a tour to manager also, they can earn money, right? So, role of numbers and tourist type. uh, we have different segment of tourists, like elite tourist, offbeat or hippie kind of tourist, and incipient mass tourist. So we have different tourists. Few tourists, they are not thinking about money, they are not thinking at all about money. You can take whatever money for food, but I want good hygiene and tastiest food. You can take the money for my accommodation, but I want a good, decent room, right? So we have this type of tourist. We have a very snobby kind of tourist. We have a very arrogant type of tourist. So you will find different types of tourists, right? Now we'll go for the last unit for today, and that one is sociology of tourism. Sociology of tourism. In case of Eric Cohen, um, he has described sociology like the stranger, like leisure, like hospitality, travel, and region. He has described that things a sociology and tourism, but that things we'll discuss um, later on. Okay, so we will discuss about destination. We had already discussed anthropology of tourism. Uh, we Under anthropology we have a physical anthropology, we have archaeological anthropology, we have linguistic anthropology, we have a social and culture anthropology, we have a political economy and dependency anthropology also, right? That means comes under anthropology. uh, Profile of foreign tourist, I'll share one handout or that IGNOU study material where you can see different tourists who are coming from North America, Central and South America, Western Europe, Eastern Europe, Africa, West Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia, East Asia, okay, Australia, something like that. Okay, just hold for a second, huh? Hello. Am I audible? Okay, so I think that I have already muted myself, and few things I have delivered. I have not heard that one. So see, before and after COVID, okay, there's a huge changes. Okay, now tourism sector and hospitality sector, they are booming. People, they are coming, they are visiting. Tourists, they are coming, they are visiting. Guests, they are coming, they are visiting. So definitely they're spending money, and the tourism, hospitality sector and hotel sector, they are recovering. So today we have covered two, or unit one and four block we have covered. So till now, if you have any question or any point need to discuss, you can ask. Yes, Imelda.
Sir, your volume is really low. Please increase it.
My voice is okay now.
No, it's still down.
It's too down. Just a minute. Imelda, is it okay? Audible?
Mm,
No,
a
na?
little bit.
A
A
little
little
bit.
bit.
Yeah, there's some network issue. I think there's some network issue. Right? Initially, though, it
Okay.
was good, na? Initially?
Yeah, before it
Yeah.
was good.
Right, right. Anyway, so if you have any point to discuss, please let me know, or maybe any other area I would like to discuss. Please let me know. I'll emphasize on that particular topic. Imelda and Eddie, any question or any point? No point.
I can't hear anything. Like it's really, really, really low.
Oh, just a minute. I don't know why these things happen. Eddie, am I audible? Eddie?
Yes, at least now somehow, not like before.
Okay, okay, okay. So we I try to wind up this session. So if you have any queries or any question, you may ask, and you please share your email ID so that I can share those handouts, or those things in your email ID. Just a minute.
It is there in the chat. I've shared it in the chat room.
Okay, okay, I can see. Okay, so I hope that you don't have any question. So my assignment would be, um, what facilities you can offer for a foreigner guest in your country? Am I audible?
Yeah, yes, sir.
What facilities you can offer um, for a tourist in your country? That would be the assignment. Tomorrow at 3:30 I'll start the class. So we will discuss about your assignment, and then we'll discuss about the block 2. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so can I sign off?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
All
See you
right. Thank you.
tomorrow. See you
See you.
tomorrow. Yeah, take
Thank
care.
you, sir.
Yeah, take
Okay.
care. Bye bye.